Okay. Hi guys. I'm gonna be adjusting this like 100 times. I don't know if chat's working. Oh, my camera just turned off. Why? It does that if it's like I don't like use it for a while, or it doesn't, it's like not doing output, but I wonder if they like coded it in a stupid way where there's like a delay or something, and then they're not looking for inputs in between that delay. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know why it turns off randomly after I switch scenes. Anyway, I don't know if chat's working. Oh, it's working. Hi, boss. I want to like clear chat. I wonder if I can do that on my side, because it has chat from last time. I don't know. Does that work? Nope. Whatever. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, so I have a new stream setup. We first we rearranged our whole office area room. So everything's different now. And I have a backdrop now, though it's going to be different soon. What's up, Cass? Yeah, so we're gonna paint the wall behind us, that wall there, this wall, this side. And then I want to do bricks on this wall. It's gonna be like faux brick though, because doing an actual brick wall would be nuts. But it's gonna be a lot of work. I don't know. We moved our my desk used to be underneath that board back there. That thing. What do you call that thing? But yeah, the plan was like I wanted a backdrop to like record videos and everything, and like we were just sick of our place in here. Like I don't know, we were just ready to like kind of redo it and do our own thing. What's going on here? Oh, I have collisions. Also, we switched from Streamlabs OBS to OBS again. Switched back. It's been a while. And I'm hoping that fixes our camera issue. So we're going to test it right now. Why didn't I just test this other time off stream? I don't know. I should have done that months ago. Why are we still showing collisions? Show collision. Okay, ready? Oh, we're already on Epic, and the camera is not flickering. I think we fixed our camera. I think it's Streamlabs. Anyway, as you can see, I threw a couple more models in here, and I modeled the helmet. And then I opened Maya. Oh yeah. So I made this helmet, and I was like, God, look how huge it is. And I realized that I have this thing about making my characters' heads just way bigger than they really need to be. And I was like, I wonder if I just made her head smaller, or his head, whatever it is, smaller. And I was testing this earlier while I was waiting for other things to work. Oh yeah, so the reason I didn't go live an hour and a half ago is because I've literally sat here for an hour and a half trying to get Spotify to work. And I finally gave up because Jana realized that we could just play it through Chrome. But Spotify is not working on my desktop for some reason. I cannot figure out why. It just pops up and says like, can't play this right now, try it again later. And I'm like, okay. Will it work? Inquiring streamers. Will it work? Inquiring streamers want to know. Takes notes. Will what work? I don't remember. What was I talking about? Anyway, but I like scaled her head down and I was like, oh man, that looks so much better when it's smaller. And I kind of wish that I had paid attention to that before I released all of these packs. So, yeah. Because now I want to like make the head smaller and make it look better. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it for the fantasy ones going forward. Maybe that's how we'll like differentiate from like adults and kids. What if we? This is gonna be crazy. What if we merge all this together? Because it's supposed to be anyway. What if we made the legs shorter or longer? I mean. Wait, that's not what I want. I want this. Hold on. Really would love to do symmetry on this. Sometimes you just turn it on and turn it back off. It fixes it. I guess not in this case. Probably because there's something in here that is not symmetrical and I don't know what it is. Okay, give up. I wonder if I did something like that with like just slightly longer legs, maybe the longer torso too. Let me go like this. Do like the adult version? I don't know. We need longer arms too. Let's just do this. Let's go here. Doesn't work. When you, I'm just trying to do the symmetrical. I would obviously not do this like this if we were going to actually change it. That's not too bad. I don't hate it. I don't know if I love it, but I don't hate it. I don't like the legs very much. Probably because the boots like need to like move up more. I don't know. It's not bad. Anyway, a dirty trick I'm going to use for audio is good old-fashioned Winamp. Yeah, so I use my Go XLR, which I absolutely love, and I don't think I would move away from it now. If it broke, maybe I would, because they're kind of expensive. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know what we're doing today. I think we might actually work on some Seeking Adventure. I kind of want to do some programming. Let's go open it. I want to import our other character and just, I want to look at this. I think I like this one a lot better. This one definitely feels like a kid. And maybe we could... I still think the head's probably just still too big. That's better, I guess. I don't know. I'm having a hard time visualizing like a beard on this character. And maybe because it's kind of feminine looking, probably because of like the chest piece and everything. But maybe it could work. Anyway, non-chibi versus chibi style. I think this one's still kind of chibi. It's still got a larger head and everything. But yeah, do you have any special tools or just keyboard and mouse like a Logitech Mix Creative Console? Nope. Just keyboard, mouse. I don't know what a Logitech Mix Creative Console is. The Go XLR is the only thing I have for like. You mean like audio or? There's a Logitech Creative Console. Nope, nothing like this. I do have a Stream Deck, the Go XLR for audio, and that's literally it. But yeah, I also brought this helmet in, and it's actually supposed to be this size. And it looks pretty ridiculous. So I was like, man, you know, what if I just made the character's head smaller? I tried it, and I like it a lot. I've actually been thinking about how I kind of wanted to get away from like the chibi character head, because or whatever size this was supposed to be. No way. That's not really what size it's supposed to be. It was supposed to be. Yeah. So what was it? 0.864. Yeah. I don't think it looks bad. It's just, I don't know. Big heads like make animation difficult. It makes everything really difficult. What's up, Lanny? I used a Creative Console for zoom, rotate, and brush sizes, plus like 9 hotkey. Yeah, that could be useful, I guess. I've wanted something like that for like Photoshop, but now that I'm using my iPad for everything, I really like just touching and grabbing the screen. It just feels so much more intuitive to me, and I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna waste money on it. I have this is my new Huion tablet, which I have a review coming out. Should be Friday, for it. A review video on YouTube. I like it a lot, but the problem is that like I had it like sitting on my desk, and it just takes up a lot of space, and it's not like big enough to justify like getting rid of one of my 3 monitors for. So like I can't like swap out a monitor for it. I probably could, like I'm sure I'd survive without one of my monitors and just using that instead. I truly don't think it looks as good as a regular monitor, you know, but I don't know. It's close. And then also like the biggest problem with it is trying to like get in a position to use it. Like my iPad I literally just set it here and pick it up and I can start working on it. There's no wires, no cables. I don't have to open any software to do anything really. Like I just tap the, you know, Procreate or what's it called? Nomad Sculpt or whatever, and I can just start working, and it's so easy. The only problem is like transferring files across, but I've got like a file, like a shared folder set up for that now, and it works pretty well, and I love it. But this thing is like there's a bunch of cables involved. There's like and it's like a 3-in-1 cable, which is nice, but it does split and like does make a little bit of a mess and a bit of a headache for your like cable management, which I'm terrible at in the first place. I already have a lot of bad cable management habits. But yeah, I just have to I had to move it over. I had to slide my keyboard back and get out of the way. I had to get rid of my wrist pad thing that goes with my Chroma or my Ornata keyboard. So I had to move everything around, and it's just, I don't know. It's like even though it's like a 30-second process to get it set up, then I have to get into position. I don't know. It's just weird, and it just doesn't feel as intuitive as the iPad. And I don't think I'll be using it long term, which sucks. I have it over here, and I have my keyboards ready to set it up. So I think I'm going to set it up on this side table thing over here that I have. Then I can just turn and use it if I need to. But I don't know. I'm not positive yet. We'll see. Oh, cheap viewers! I've told you guys I like paying a premium price for my viewers. I don't know why these guys don't listen to me. Sitting at my own desk, drawing on my Android tablet. Looks to my right at my drawing tablet. Yeah, see? Exactly, boss. I don't know what it is. I actually almost bought an Android tablet too, but I watched a bunch of reviews, and I've just read that the Android tablets just are not quite up to snuff compared to an iPad with the Apple Pencil. So yeah, I definitely paid a premium price for it, but I really, really like it. I never thought I would like an iPad as much as I like it. And then it's funny because I got it, and Abby's like, "You're gonna play so many games on that?" And I was like, "I will not be playing any games on this." And she's like, "You say that now," and I still have zero interest in playing any games on it. The only way I'm playing a game on it is if I decide to make an iOS game for some reason somehow, and I test it on it. That's it. But I doubt that's ever happening. So, but yeah, I really love it for creative stuff. It's really nice. Right, sorry, this is probably open now. I'm probably open it. Oh my god, it's still not open. I haven't opened this in a while, but I don't know why it's taking so long to open. Oh, and I don't think I pulled. Damn it. I definitely need to pull right now. Ads? Sorry, guys. Cass, can you still hear me? And I'll answer your question if you can. That's not what I want. I'm not trying to connect to Perforce. Not this one. Yes, okay. My XP pen is under a desk now that I got an iPad after seeing how yours worked. Yeah. Huge fan of the iPad. And doesn't have mounting. Let's see. I don't think so. No, there's no way to mount it on the back. I probably could. I'm sure there's some way to you could buy like a phone grip thing, that slides out over and holds it down. I'm sure I could do something like that, and maybe that would be a good way to handle it. The other solution I had that I actually really might do is a clamp on like keyboard slide out drawer thing, you know, you like put under your desk that like clamps on. I don't want to drill into my desk. I love this desk too much, and there's no way I'm putting holes in it. But I could see myself doing like a clamp on like slide out thing, and then setting up underneath that and running the cables under it, so I can just slide it out from under my desk. And since I have a standing desk, it'll be really easy to just like move the desk up a little bit and then slide it out, and then I can just work on it like on my lap essentially. And that seems like the very best solution right now. A swing arm would be cool, especially if I like set it up off to the side over here and then I could just swing it way out in front of me. I just don't know if I'd have enough reach, because that'd be like 3 feet I'd have to move it. Or maybe if I could get like a way to like set it up underneath my other monitor and then like pull it over. I don't know, maybe. That might not be a bad idea. Let's open up Jana's test level. Oh, okay, no, we're good. This is where we like set everything up and break it and test it all. So what I'm thinking is, there's a couple of solutions here. Sorry. Let me explain what I want to build before we even get into that. Back from ads. Welcome back, boss. Yeah. So what I want to build today is a cutscene manager thing. Like I want to just drag in like a cutscene and have it be triggerable, or just have it autoplay. And then when the level opens up, it'll autoplay it, and then we can turn on like a switch to like turn it off if you only want it to play once or whatever. So it doesn't play every single time you open the level. And then I want it to like, maybe we can like hook it onto an enemy or like a character or something, or just an actor, like link it to an actor so the camera like moves to that actor and follows it for a certain amount of time and then blends back to where you left it, or just unhooks and lets you play again. I also want to do black bars that drop down. I think that'll feel really nice and cinematic. We also need to like force zoom to a certain level, because if you're zoomed way out, I want the camera to like zoom in to the like appropriate zoom level. And I believe that should probably be set up through I don't know what I was gonna say. Bind on event audio finished. What is this? Date track. How do we have errors? Access none. Trying to read property. Music player. Music player is not working. Well, that seems weird, because we're literally just creating it. So maybe there's no music in here. There is music in here. Access none. Is this like a... Why is this happening? Confused. How could this possibly cause problems if I'm literally creating it right here? What? This is here for testing an editor. This gets loaded in the title screen. Game modes. This should always be valid in a packaged game. That's fine. Then we're doing load settings here, so maybe this is the problem. This doesn't look like it has any like... Shouldn't have any issues here. Why is this not working? Is there music playing? Oh no, don't open that. Damn it, no, don't open that. Settings. I can't tell if there's music playing. There's not. Okay, I guess we're gonna fix this first. Shocker. Okay, load our settings. We're grabbing a random sound. Sample 2. Speaking of sound, I really need to reach out to Landon and figure out what we're doing for music. This is working just fine. It does say unknown class though. I'm on. Can do a stream hack. Watch on YouTube on your TV. Chat on your phone in Twitch. Makes the screen you watch adless. But your phone gets ads to support Kindred. Oh, that's not a bad idea. Okay, press play. Why is this happening? I wonder if this has been an error before and I just didn't notice it, or maybe I knew it was an error and I just was letting it go. I don't think so though. I'm very confused. This doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's not valid. Let's we're swapping this out everywhere. You just want to have a hoedown? Is there music? There's not. Yeah, still not valid. I'm so confused by this. Okay. Let's go test this from the title screen and see if there's something broken there still. If it doesn't work from the title screen, nope. Broken here. What the heck happened? Are we in the wrong, like, engine version or something? I don't understand what's going on here. I don't get it. Like, what else wrong? This is definitely broken, but I don't know why. Let's go ask ChatGPT. Okay, let's give it a screenshot. I love this. I'm like, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna work on the cutscene manager thing, and then I get in and immediately there's just like a dumb bug. Okay, one, sound input is none, even though there is a random node. If the selected sound at runtime ends up being none, create sound won't create a component, and we'll just return none. Okay, that's possible, I guess. Let's try. You know what? That's a good point. Let's do a print string here. Let's print the sound here. Let's make this red and make it last 10 seconds so we can't miss it. Play. Okay, this is false. Oh, that was the wrong one. Maybe it wasn't actually. Let's go to the title. No. Test level again. Oh, it didn't print anything. That's the problem. Why though? We have a list of music. Is this for some reason like not actually in here? It's all in here. Let's like save them all. Okay, let's get rid of actually let's keep the print string in here. Let's just drag this down. And let's do a for each loop. Actually, let's just do Let's just print our length. It's not printing at all. Okay, so there's 10 things in it. So now let's do let's print every name, every file in it. Okay, so it's finding the files. Definitely not 10 of them though. Yes, it is. It's all 10 of them. I lied. Maybe the random node is broken? Because that was not printing for some reason. Oh, we're also trying to loop this every time. That was really stupid of me. Should have been like that. Okay, now we're gonna print a random one. Okay, no, it's working. Sample one. I just didn't realize that that wasn't working because I thought it was more red. Okay. Execution happens too early, and it's racing the asset loading or being called before the music play array is populated. No, it's populated automatically. Create Sound 2D is getting garbage collected. I have auto destroy turned off, so that shouldn't be the problem. Oh. Okay, well now the issue is this, because we didn't have that plugged in. Oh, wait, I'm not even getting an error now. Did we fix it by just plugging stupid stuff in? Is it playing? I don't think it's playing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Since I had to redo everything, Unreal is probably just not set to play it. Yep. Guys, literally I didn't change anything. Everything is set up exactly like it was before. I just hooked new things in and then took them all back out. And everything is working exactly like it was before. But now it works. Unreal Engine is so much fun sometimes. Game development is just a blast. You know? You have errors and you're like, this doesn't make sense. Why would I have errors here? Okay, we're gonna pull Jana's changes. Actually, you know what? We're not going to. What Jana's change does not change what we're gonna work on today, so let's just not worry about it right now. Close this garbage. Okay, let's. Now that we're warmed up, huh? We're in debug mode. We can program now. So yes, I unplugged it and plugged it back in, but I did that originally and it didn't work. It didn't work until I put new, like, I mean, I did check out all the save files, so maybe it just wasn't loading them or something. We plugged in new things and then unplugged it. Guess that works in the digital world. Yeah, I guess it does. I don't know. Okay, so what we're gonna do is press play back over here. Okay, we're gonna go to blueprints. we're going to create a new blueprint. This is going to be called a BP cutscene. Let's drag it out. I would love to be able to like put it on a spline, but maybe we can just trigger. Maybe what we'll do is just wherever you put this cutscene, it's just going to move the camera to that location, like blend to that location. And so we can attach it to a spline to like our moving thing, and then we'll just trigger them both at the same time. And that's when it'll just grab the camera. So it'll just blend the camera to that and then follow along the spline, and then that'll just work. Okay, but we need to build a widget, which I think we're just gonna put over the top. Let me see. Let's turn our music back down. If we just slide in black bars over the top of these, then you won't be able to see the UI, so that'll be fine. And I don't think this is gonna be a skippable cutscene. I think it'll be fine. So let's make a quick UI. Cutscene bars. And we're just gonna add a canvas panel and a border. We're gonna do like a dark gray, not black. That color. Then we're gonna anchor it across the top. Size Y, we'll do like 150, 300. That's too much. Do 150, I guess. Call this box bottom. Oh, oops. And then duplicate it. Box top. This one anchors to the bottom. 0. Oh, we need to align this. 1. There we go. And then let's actually align this one to 1 as well, and this one to 0. And then we're just gonna move them up by 150. Let's see. Just vertical alignment, I think. That's all I want. Layout data alignment. Yeah. Okay, so this one we get rid of, delete. Let's just do like half a second, and let's go 0. Beautiful. Okay, and then we just copy that. Never mind, can't paste it. I actually did not know that I could do this. That's kind of nice. Cool. And then we're gonna compile and save that. Let's play it actually. Yeah, that'll look good. And then on construct, we're gonna do grab our animation. Play it forward. Actually, that's fine. And then we just need to do a custom event, I guess, that says like end cutscene. Play in reverse. Actually, let's do play with finish event. And then we can do a remove from parent at the end of it. Okay, cutscene. We're gonna do should we just have a camera component on this that we blend to, or should we actually move our camera to this location and then back again? I kind of think we just add a camera to it. Let's go open up our camera anchor. So the spring arm but does not have a camera on it. Pawn? Player pawn. There's the camera. Let's copy this. I think that we're gonna, I think we changed this though. No, actually, I think we just changed the spring arm. Paste it. Now we have the exact same camera in there. So we should probably have a spring arm. No, I guess we don't. Do we need one? We should probably have one just for clean camera movement. So let's just grab the default spring arm from here then. No, this one. I don't remember why I needed a spring arm in a separate thing. Like we needed a camera anchor thing, and I think it's because the spring arm doesn't work with the orthographic camera, so I had to use it differently. So I'm a little worried that this isn't going to work here. We might actually just blurp the camera anchor to it, if I remember this correctly. I think we don't want to actually have a camera. I think we just blurp the camera anchor and it works. Oh, hey, thanks. I knew I was forgetting something.
Any flick?
No, it's perfect. I have all my settings on maximum.
You're not using the extender.
Streamlabs. I'm telling you. 100% Streamlabs. Going to OBS fixed it.
Oh, but why is the screen on right here?
I wonder if it always is. It was open, is that why? Because we were using it? Sorry guys, hydration is life, thanks. Oh, your new channel name, huh? What? Sorry, Cass just came with your new channel name.
I'm gonna put together some furniture downstairs.
Then we have to carry it up here.
Yeah.
It's easier to carry. Don't you think it'll be easier to carry it in the box? And put it together up here.
Yeah.
I can't carry it by myself if you put it together downstairs.
I can carry it with you.
I know, but I can carry it by myself in the box right now. Okay, put it together. I don't care. Jenna wants to put together furniture. Try to convince her not to. Okay. You can do it. I don't think I want this. I don't think I want the camera or the spring arm. I think we're just going to lerp and attach the camera anchor to the cutscene. That's all we're gonna do. So the question is, how do we get the camera anchor? Do we just grab it? Nope. I think this will work. Oh, let's do, we need to add a class setting. We need to add interface for interact, no trigger. Then we can go trigger event. Let's make a boolean on here called autoplay. We'll just call our own trigger. Yeah, what's up, Wendy? Hi, sorry I didn't see you come in. Yeah, it's not a new office. My desk used to be underneath that plant over there. Spoiler alert, it's not a real plant. That's what I was looking at, like behind my computer, and I just flipped my desk around the other side of the room. Where I'm like in the middle of the room now. Now there's space in front of me, so I can see people walk in, which is nice. Before it was behind me, so I wouldn't have a clue if they walked in, which is why Abby used to come in with bunny ears all the time. And now I fixed that problem. Yeah, no, so I wanted to rearrange it because we wanted to kind of redo the office a little bit and kind of make it our own space. Because our desks were like pushed against that wall, it felt like our office was just the desks, and the rest of the room was like Abby and Quinn's like play space. And we moved Abby's desk out of here and into her room because she spends most of her time on her laptop in her room now anyway, so there's just no reason to have a whole desk set up in here for it. And we're moving a bunch of toys and stuff out of here, so Quinn has some stuff to do in here still, and he has his TV and everything still, so we can work while he's distracted. But yeah, we just want to like reclaim half of the room as our office, and so we're gonna like do we're gonna paint that wall, and I'm actually thinking about painting Kindred Games in like the center of the wall, the Kindred Games logo. Haven't decided yet. I don't know. Still trying to figure that one out. But we are going to paint it blue. It's the Kindred Games blue. Mostly just because Jana loves that color, and I'm fine with it. And then I'm thinking about doing brick on this wall right here. But this will be all changed probably next week. Probably not by Thursday because I have tomorrow's Wednesday, and I have a video I'm doing with Game Dev TV for fun that I need to work on today, and then recording it tomorrow. I'm excited about it, but I'm like anxious about it, and I'm regretting signing up for it now because it's going to be work. And I mean, I like work, but it's going to be nerve-wracking a little bit. Okay, anyway. But yeah, then after that's done, then probably, I mean, I'm streaming Thursday, so it'll probably be not until Friday till we actually start painting and tearing everything off the walls. But yeah, I don't need a green screen anymore because you guys don't have to look at a bunch of like toys and junk anymore, which is nice. That said, I kind of like the green screen for streaming, and I still have it. It's just set up over it's just sitting over the corner, so I might still set it up. What I'd love to do, and now that we're like in a more permanent location, if we're really happy with it, I'm really tempted to put a curtain rod or like a sliding track on the ceiling in front of my desk, so when like I want like more privacy or whatever, or I just want like focus, then I can just like slide it across my desk, and then like I'm like in my own little like cubicle kind of, which would be nice. So I'm thinking about doing the same thing behind me for the green screen, and then I can just slide it across in the ceiling and slide it back when I'm done using it, so I don't have to like set up the stand and everything, and like that would be really, really cool. So I'm really tempted to do something like that. The only problem is that, well, I guess it wouldn't matter. The green screen's not very long, so it wouldn't go all the way to the floor. But that actually probably would be a good thing, because then Quinn wouldn't pull on it as much. He'd still pull on it. But anyway, I don't know. Might do that. It would also be nice because then I can still use it for videos if I want to, or I can set a backdrop. I think we're gonna do that. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, we triggered the event. If we found this thing, then we're gonna do things with it. So let's promote. Do we now? We don't need to promote it. Let's just do. Yeah, let's promote it to a variable. We'll call this anchor or cam anchor. And now we need event tick. We're gonna do get this and go is valid. Basically just promoting that variable is what's gonna trigger this. We could also turn on tick here if we want. So let's go to class setting, no, class defaults, and disable tick, and then we'll do set tick enabled to true. That way this actually works. Yeah. And then I was gonna do like a remove after, but I guess we don't need to do that. We'll just make sure we turn off tick when we're done using it, so it only gets turned on when we actually use it. Okay. Okay, what I want to do is I want to lerp our camera anchor. Well, first I guess we need to disable input. Get player controller, get player character. I think we want to plug both these into the target. Okay, so we're disabling all input. And then we're going to grab our cam anchor. We're going to do set actor location. And we're going to lerp it to the cutscene location. So we're going to do v-interp. We're going to... Nope. Let's call this I think we're going to set it to 1 for now, and then maybe we might even set up a slider range on it so we don't break things. Okay, so target is going to be get actor location, and the current needs to be, I think this doesn't need to be or like locked in or like cached. So we're just going to get actor location again from the cam anchor. I think that'll work. And that'll just keep lerping, but if it's at the location, then it's like fine. Okay, so now this should just work. Oh right, we need to do one more thing. We need to turn on and show our, before we turn on tick, I wonder if we should, let's see, create widget. Should we wait till the bars close in and then move the camera, or should we like move the camera and close the bars in at the same time? Probably we'll just do the same time for now and see what that looks like. Cutscene bars, promote to variable, cutscene widget. Let's do a cutscene duration in float. Oh, no. Float. So we'll do a set timer by event. end the cutscene. So we're gonna grab our cutscene widget and cutscene, and then we're going to need to alert back. You know, okay, I kind of think we just leave the player at the end of the cutscene. And maybe we just make an option. How about this? Move player back after cutscene. That one, that one, that one, that one. Okay, so if we're gonna move them back afterward, then we need to grab their location when we start. So we go do cam anchor and do grab this and then promote this to a variable if this. I'm actually pretty excited about the video tomorrow. Spoiler alert, I can't tell you what it is, but I am making a game in an hour. With 1 hour to make a full game. I'm gonna run through another test run. I'm gonna do a test run through it this afternoon when the stream is over, and make sure I can actually do it in an hour, because I put the whole thing together already once. I even like set up some like extra art assets and stuff, so I'm ready for it. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit, but everyone in participating has already talked about how they need to cheat. I mean, prep for it. So I'm also doing some prep work. Cached cam location for player. Yeah, sure. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. I don't think the game is gonna be very much fun. It's gonna be very cookie cutter, boring. And I won't tell you what kind of game it is or anything yet, but it will be fun. Okay, so if I think I'm gonna make another variable called reverse, and we're gonna set this true, and then a delay for our cam speed. Though I don't think that's right, because this interp speed this is so confusing. So it says interpolation speed, if the speed given is 0, then jump to the target. That doesn't tell me anything about like higher values, take this much longer or whatever, like, and I don't think I have full control over how long it takes to get there unless I did a timeline instead of tick. Should we do a timeline instead of tick? Is that a smarter way to do this? It gives us more control. Here's the problem with the timeline. It means that if we just put in like 1 second everywhere, then on really large maps or really short maps, it'll take a long time. It'll feel like it takes a long time to move your camera, like, you know, a couple inches. It'll take a whole second to get there. But if it's on really big maps, 1 second is just gonna like shoot you across the map really fast. So the only thing I can think is we do a timeline, and then we get the distance between our current location and the end cutscene location, and we like use that to calculate how long it takes. Kindred's Hour Jam Games soon.tm. Yeah. That would be a wild competition to stream weekly, and the viewers could try the games at the end. 1 hour is a pretty stressful amount of time to make a game in. I've only done that one other time, and I was using Stencil, and the game was bad, really, really bad. Because I'm doing a lot of prep work, and because I have done pretty much everything that this game is doing before, like, for sure I've done all this stuff, so I'm not really worried about it at all. It's not going to be hard, but it doesn't mean I want to do this every week, because this is already taking me like an hour of prep time. Like probably more than that, probably like 3 or 4 hours actually of like setting up art assets and stuff, because I'm using some free assets that I found, and they said they came with animations, but only if you pay for them, which is fine. But it was like $40 to pay for the animations, and I'm not spending $40 on some assets that I'm never going to use again. And the animations just weren't at like that amazing anyway. So yeah. So instead, I just threw them in Mixamo and made a couple animations real fast. And I only needed 2. I just need like an idle animation. Actually, I need 3 animations. But hard mode unlock. Add a Swords and Magic chicken to it. Yeah. That's another thing, is they were talking about using an asset pack has like a restriction, so everyone had to use like certain assets from this pack. But I fought really, really hard against that. And I think I got my way, because we kind of just ran out of time to choose the asset pack. So maybe it wasn't because of me, but it was, yeah. The reason is because we're making a video of this, and so I thought if everyone's using the same asset pack, then we're all making the same genre of game, then at the end of the day, all of the games are going to look the exact same and play the exact same. Because in 1 hour, you only have time to implement the bare bones cookie cutter game mechanics of that genre, right? So for example, if you were making an incremental clicker game, this is not what we're making, but this is just an example. Then like everyone would be like, okay, I need to make a handful of things you can click that, you know, increase your clicking speed or increase your clicking power or whatever. And that's like the whole game loop, right? You just click things and you get points, and then you spend those points to be able to get points faster. And so everyone's game is just going to be that, like the most generic version of whatever that is. And then your assets will determine how the game is stylized to make it feel different. When you only have an hour. If you had like 3 days, then you could be like, well, how can I spin this on its head and make something unique and interesting? And you're just not going to be able to do that in an hour, no matter what you try, unless you use unique assets. So for example, if you were making a clicker clone or whatever, or an incremental clicker game, you could be like, well, this is going to be like a bread factory, and I'm baking bread, which is very similar to cookie clicker, I guess. Or then another person could be like, I'm going to make it a dating sim, and you're clicking to, I don't know, swipe right on Tinder profiles or something. You know what I mean? Like you can, like the art can totally change the vibe of the game, even though the game is literally the exact same mechanics. So if everyone's using the same art and the same mechanics, then everyone's making the same game. So anyway, so I just thought, like, for a video, if you want this to be interesting so everyone can watch it, then you might not want to do that. However, this video is focused on multiple game engines making the same game and like kind of seeing the process. So if you are putting the same art in it and you have the same mechanics, then the entire video can focus on the difference between implementation between the game engines. But then I had another problem with that, because in an hour I'm doing some really janky, hacky shit that I would never do in a longer term project. Even like a week-long project, I wouldn't do some of this stuff. Like, this is some janky stuff I'm putting in because it's fast. There's like no expandability on this at all, because there's no like foundational code set up at all. It's all just kind of like, it's fine, I'll just make a new actor for that. Done. There it is. Which is bad. So yeah, so like my problem is I don't really want people watching these videos to learn how to implement this game in a short amount of time, because this is not the way to do it. So yeah, it's like Iron Chef Game Dev Edition. Yeah, here's your asset packs to choose from. Now, go cook. Yes, which I love, by the way. I love the idea of that. If we had like 4 hours, if it was like a stream, right? Say you did like a 4 to 6 hour stream or something, and you were just given an asset pack, and it was like, there you go make a game. That would be so much fun, and I would love to like organize something like that with a couple different streamers. Because it'd be like a game jam, but it'd be cool to have them like have us all going at the same time and like so you guys remember, I don't know if you were around when we did like the Root Jam with that Root like energy drink company that like sponsored me. It would be really cool to do something like that where we have like a theme, and then midway through the game, it was me and oh my god, why can I not think of her name? What's her name? She streams like every day. Why can I not think of her name suddenly? Lana. Lana Lux. Right? Lana Lux? Lana? Lana. Not Lana. Lana. Right? I think that's it. Her and I were doing it. And then like midway through we like decided it was like a fun idea to like throw a wrench in each other's gears sort of. So we added like an extra component we had to do. And I don't remember what hers was, but she gave me bagged milk, I think is what it was, like Canadian like milk, right? Because I think she's Canadian. And I was like, great, this fits perfectly into what I'm already doing, because we were making like a goofy like first person shooter game kind of thing. So like halfway through the jam, I had to like suddenly add this thing to the game. So I went and modeled it and everything. It was fun. Anyway, that would be really fun to do that, and then like have like every hour like a new thing is like introduced to like make like throw everyone off, so they have to like incorporate some new thing. That'd be really fun. I don't know if we could get Nvidia or AMD or Epic to sponsor something like that. Epic might do it if we only found Unreal streamers. Epic might consider doing something like that. That'd be really cool. Worst case, Red Bull. I don't think Red Bull would sponsor it. Winner gets a new PC. Oh my god, that would be nuts. I seriously doubt they would do that, but I could see Epic sponsoring it, and then like maybe, I don't know what they'd give out, but I'm sure they could work with some sponsors that they know. That could be cool. It'd be cool just to get like a new keyboard or something. I'd kill for that. My keyboard has seen better days. I actually have a brand new Razer keyboard sitting in the closet that I got for a sponsorship, kind of not sponsorship, but like a partnership deal I worked with them, which I have still not followed through, fulfilled my end of the bargain on, and I feel really bad about it, but they've given up on it, I think. I don't think they care anymore. It was years ago, and it was to implement the chroma support into my game. And I never got around to doing it for Swords of Magic because we never really got to that point where it was like important yet, and the game is still in early access, so it was like we don't really need it in yet. So we just haven't done it yet. But one day I'll probably add the chroma support, because we did kind of promise Razer, and I don't think they'll work with me again until I actually add that. But it's been years, so I don't even know if they care. Anyway, so I have a Razer keyboard, but I don't want to use it because I don't really like the keyboard. I tried it, and I'm not a big fan of it. So it's like brand new, still sitting there. It's just like my backup keyboard in case this one breaks. But one day I want to buy a new. This one's also Razer, by the way. I don't know why. Yeah, it's just not the same one. That one's like the whatever it is. And I like the Ornata a lot. Anyway, where are we at here? We were talking about using a timeline instead so we can control this better and know exactly how long it takes, so we know when to reverse it, or when after we reversed it, how long we wait. Okay, let's call this travel speed. Okay, that means we're getting rid of we don't need this anymore. Yoink, yep. It means we don't need to lerp these anymore. We do need to keep the old, actually we do still need to lerp, but we'll do this with an actual lerp. A vector lerp. And we'll do this goes somewhere else. We don't use event tick, so we don't need to turn on event tick, or let me turn on tick. Instead, we'll get rid of that. and we're going to call a custom event here called move cam. Add a timeline. And we're going to do a play from start. Let's just call this reverse. No. Forward. I don't think we'll ever be moving this in the middle, so we'll always just do start and end. I hope. I think. So that also means that I don't need to worry about this, because we can just do a... Actually, we can just put this at the end, I guess, of the move, which is also nice. We also need to check this probably, and check if this is forward. If it's not forward, we want to do something different. We're going to do 1 second, add a float track, call it alpha. This is 0, this is 1. We should add a auto to this probably, just because we want it to ease in and ease out. We don't want it to be constant. We do need to disable input, we'll do that somewhere else. This can just be sitting on the end. This can be handled here. Then we do move cam forward. We also should probably set up our camera speed. Can probably just do this on begin play. If we put this as seconds and we do half a second, we do 1 divided by 0.5, which is 2. If we play it as twice the speed, so it takes half a second. Okay, and then we will do cam timeline, set play rate. We should do a safe divide here instead. I learned that lesson in Swords of Magic. I had to go through and change like 300 of these the other day. Okay, so we set the play rate first, then we're going to trigger the event if it's autoplay, otherwise we wait for an event to trigger. Disabling the input, moving the camera. We're setting or storing this location. We should just like do this as a sequence probably. Just so we can put stuff at the end of this with like conditions, whatever. Okay. Update. This goes here. Alpha goes here. Okay, if we're going forward, then we're calling this cutscene. Yeah. So when we get to the end of the lerp, then we call the cutscene timer. This holds for however long we want, and then we call the end cutscene. This is where we actually want to, if we want to move it back, then we want to play this from reverse. We don't need to call a reverse. We don't need a delay. We just want to do a cutscene, or no, we want to call move cam again. This time in reverse, we leave that unchecked. Cool. And we'll move this somewhere else if we want this. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, now if we're going reverse, at the end of this, we want to just be done with it. Don't need that anymore. We don't need... That's fine. Okay. Add triggered event. Oh, that's not a tag. We don't use tags for this. Really thought we used tags for that. If it's not equal to none, we'll add the trigger tag. We also should probably check this at begin play. If it's not equal none, hello? Then check event. If we have this event, then we just want to destroy the actor because we don't want this to run at all. That also means we need to be careful with every single time we trigger an actor. They might not exist anymore. So I need to make sure to do is valids on all those triggers, but I think we are so far. And we'll find out the hard way if we're not. Okay. If this is not none, let me just go here. Or if it is none. Okay, and then we trigger moving the cam, storing a cache cam location if we go back. Oh, this is another thing. We need to do a select here. If we're going forward, we want this. If we're going backward, we want to go from here to our cache location. Add the triggered event, and then we also need to re-enable input. Where's our disable input? Okay, I think that's it. We can move this end cutscene on the widget wherever we want to, if we want that changed, but I think that's it. What's up, Sky? Welcome back. I was lurking for a while. I wonder if you could get video. We're gonna talk about this. That would be pretty crazy. We need to trigger it. Okay, so we're gonna move it. We should put a icon on it. We have a camera. An eye. Should we do an eyeball? Sure. Our cutscene. Okay, so now we just need to trigger this. So let's grab this guy. We're gonna add a trigger. This one. Cool. And hit play. It mostly worked, but we don't have things set up correctly. Like, for example, travel speed. 1 second is fine. That seemed like it was 1 second. Let's do 2 seconds. Cutscene duration, let's do 3 seconds. Move player back afterward, yes. Cache cam location is nothing. Lockout tag, none. Well, something went wrong there. We also did not ever lose. Okay, let's step through it because we broke something. Sort of worked, I guess. Is that shooting sound in the background fire? Is that shooting sound in the background or fireworks? I don't hear a shooting sound in the background. Hang on. I have an air purifier on, then I'll turn that down a little bit. There's music playing. Was it just in the music, Sky? Was it in the game? Oh, music, got it. Player character is not? What? I definitely have a player character. Oh, you know what? It needs to be player pawn, I bet. Right, maybe. There's definitely something weird with lerp. All right, let's see what it is. Event trigger, we grab... Also, our cutscene is not working. I don't know why. Did we not set that up to start at the... Oh, you know why? I didn't add it to the screen. Okay, there's definitely something just going on with the thing at the end. Okay, so table input, that's all working. Move cam. Please render a photorealistic fart on the wind. I know it doesn't suit the current art style. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I thought I hesitated. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to read that word on stream. One other thing I did realize is that I used to have my microphone clamped above my desk on a shelf that I would just pull it down from. And because of that, unless I like slammed my desk against the wall, like no matter what I did, you wouldn't hear like vibrations or anything like that through the mic. Or typing or whatever, and now you probably do. Maybe not actually. I mean, you probably just hear the clicking from my keyboard because it's picking that up, but it does use a what's it called, a shock mount, so it should be okay. But yeah, you definitely hear the clicking, but you probably don't hear like like I used to have a desk mount or like a desk microphone. I used to use like the Blue Yeti. And it just had like a desk mount on it and it just sit there. And because of that, every single time I clicked or tapped or whatever, it would send like a vibration through the microphone and you'd hear like a doo 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 doo, like everything that we did. But you're definitely going to hear like the clicking of my mouse just because it's just making sound. Unless I went and bought like a silent keyboard, which, you know, maybe I will one day. We'll just do a silent, like a super silent keyboard so you don't have to hear the clicking when I'm streaming. You'll still hear the clicking of my mouse. Sorry about that. That's probably annoying. I might actually move my mic though, so it's in a different, like over here instead and above and like in front of my face more. Because it's like right above my mouse, so you're probably hearing it a lot. And now that I'm like paying attention to how often you're probably hearing it, I'm so sorry. Okay, move cam. So moving forward, that's great. We finish. If we're going forward, we set a timer for 3 seconds. That's working. End cutscene. We pull that down. That works. If we want to move backward, then we're going to call move cam again. This time going reverse. We go reverse from end. Oh. No, that's right. That's right, I think. Should be right. Reverse from end should be playing because we have a select here. And backward. So we should be lurking between the current camera location. Oh, that's the problem. This is an issue because we can't use the current. No, we can because we're moving the cam anchor, not this actor. And the cache cam location is working correctly because it knew where to go. Let's put a breakpoint here. We want to go from our current location, not like where the cam anchor is moved to, back to the cache cam location. Another thing we want to do actually right here, I actually want to grab our cam anchor and attach it actor to actor. So, the reason I want to do that is because we might attach this thing to a spline, which we'll do in a second actually to test it. I think we'll just do keep world. And then we attach, yeah, and then afterward we want to detach it. How do we do that? Detach from actor, okay. But that's, oh, I guess it can only be attached to one actor anyway, so it's fine. Okay, we're putting it, we have a breakpoint on there to see why this is triggering weird. Okay. Yep, we wait 3 seconds. Okay, we wait 3 seconds. We're ending the cutscene there, that's working. Detaching. I'm gonna move back. Step in. Reverse from end. Is it? It's not technically playing forward, right? No, it can't be playing forward. If we skip over. Why is it saying forward? Let's stop this. Let's do a print here. Forward. Backward. It's going backward. Why is it going? It also did not enable my input again. Oh, duh. This should just go on the end. What? Tell me I'm not signed into Spotify, so it's yelling at me. That was saying backward, right? Yeah. Backward should be going from the actor's location back to the cache cam location. Oh, wait. I know what's going on. It's, yeah, no, this is backward. And the reason is because the alpha is being played backward. Duh. Come on, guys. Get it together. You should have known that. We hear the clicking. We're all devs and artists here. We all make these sounds. They're natural. They're natural sounds. I should stop being so self-conscious about these natural sounds my dev body makes. Okay, that was super clean. It's way faster going there than it is getting back, and I don't know why that is. But it's perfect. I love it. I love the cutscene bars. That feels so nice. Welcome back from lurking. Not lerping. I'm lerping here, so. Okay, why is it going faster though on the way back? It's because of this. Because I'm lerping between this location and this location, and since this location is getting closer every frame, it's lerping a slower amount, so it's going faster and faster. Okay, so I need to cache this first. Oh yeah, this is stupid. Why not just use the cache cam location here? So yeah, in this case, I don't even need this select. This is just dumb. And I don't need to check this. This just happens no matter what. So I don't even need the sequence in here. This can go away. All this, yeah. I will put this in the end. Yes. Okay, now let's try something else. Let's get crazy with it. Let's snap this eyeball. Let's grab this guy's location. Right? And then we're gonna anchor him. So we're gonna, who is he? VP character. So cutscene, drag her onto the VP character. Hit play. Move guy. Yes. Oh, it's so good. That's perfect. Guys. That's so clean. That's so good. That's beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. So, should we figure out a distance? Because technically, if I move this switch, like way over here, it moves pretty quick to get over there. I mean, it's probably fine, but it's a long distance. I think it's fine. Let's just leave it alone. Okay, that also means we can take this guy off. And we can move him. Attach actors. Let's attach the cutscene. We gotta move the cutscene to where we want it. We could technically do this. Uh-oh. There's an offset, I think, because it's fine. Just move it manually. Oh, hold on. We also need to. This switch needs to trigger two things now. We also want to trigger the movable object. It's so good. Now we can put our cutscene on a spline. We can make it move super slow. We can follow a walking character. We can do so much with this now. Cutscenes. Okay. But there was something else we needed to like have an option for. Maybe we just have an blah 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 an attached to. Let's do this so we can just eyedrop it. Oh, standard damage. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, guys. I just realized that I have not been seeing any chat from YouTube. Did my thing get disconnected again? Hang on, I'm just checking. I don't know how to check it. I'm probably ignoring YouTube chat, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I think it got disconnected again. Where is it though? Oh right, it's not in here. It's in this thing. And then I click. Nope, that's not it. Platforms, YouTube. Let's see, it's signed in. Just no one's talking on YouTube, I guess. That's the problem with YouTube. By the way, the nice thing is I can officially cancel my Streamlabs membership, so I don't have to pay them $20 a month anymore to multi-stream. YouTube is still streaming, not sure about chat. Yeah, I guess I can go chat to myself on it to see if it comes up. If you're in chat, Cass, and you want to just send a message to me, I'd be okay with that. It says I'm doing level design for Swords and Magic and stuff. Why does it say that? Oh, probably because I don't have the pop-up that lets me change it every time now. Well, that's annoying. Probably. Yeah, no, this is not working. Guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why my YouTube chat is not showing up in my chat. This was the whole point of this thing. Why is this not just showing all? It's only showing Twitch chat. That's really dumb. Really sorry, guys. Oh wait, actually no, this is old. Hold on. I mean, you guys are in here talking. Mateus says, "Hi Kindred, how is the new setup going? Look, what's the plan for today?" Sorry, Mateus, if you're still in here. Unreal Engine take unreal amount of time to load. I don't know why this project usually doesn't take that long to load. I think it's just because I haven't opened it in a while. Tubby Squirrel, hi. CW, hi. Prince Strings for the win. Is this game made all in blueprints? Yes, it is. Lunar9, if you're still in here, so sorry. Haven't been on the Discord in a bit. Any new updates for Swords and Magic coming? Been waiting for over the shoulder camera for a bit. Hi, Mateus. Thank you so much for the message. Geez, sorry guys. I don't know why this thing is not working. It's really dumb because hey, look, I'll show you. See the top of this thing right here? It has a little it says YouTube, but it's the same icon as events. Like, how am I supposed to know that's the YouTube chat? Anyway, I think it's a bug. Anyway, but this should be showing all of chat, and it does not. It only shows Twitch. Or I've just been ignoring all of chat. But I have not. So I don't know what's wrong with this thing. Apparently this isn't working really well either. We may need to find another solution. Again. Yeah, that's dumb. Sorry. What was I answering? Oh, Swords and Magic. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be doing any camera work on Swords and Magic for quite a while, unfortunately. I I do think that we should do an over the shoulder thing, maybe even just like make that the default. I don't know. Um, I agree that it needs to be done or it should be done. I just don't know if we're gonna be doing anytime soon. The problem with Swords of Magic is that it doesn't make any money anymore. So I just spend a bunch of time working on it, and then I release an update, and then I'm like, man, I could have used that money working towards something that's going to make more money instead. Like, I have another gig lined up now for a side job thing, because I think some of my gig work is coming to an end, so I'm lining up a new one. So yeah, it's unfortunately, it just doesn't make any money anymore. The problem is that we have a ton of players, right? And I really don't want to disappoint everyone who's already bought the game, and I really want to like keep adding to it and everything. But the game has way more than $20 worth of content on it now, or $25 for whatever it's worth, or whatever the price is set to right now. And most people buy it on sale anyway. But the problem is that so many people have already bought it, and we've already added all the content on there plus some that I can, kind of justify. But those people who are playing it still, or have already paid for it or whatever, are not continually paying for it. So even if I have 1,000 players playing it every day, like, it doesn't mean I'm making more money. And that's the kind of the problem. It's just slowed down to enough. It's like the sales are just at a crawl now, and we barely make enough money to pay like our mortgage, let alone the rest of our bills with Swords of Magic. So I have to put my time into other things now, unfortunately. So Swords of Magic is still being worked on, and I want to do an update for the summer, and I want to get to 1.0 still and just call it finished. But it's one of those things that is just sort of like not the primary goal anymore, unfortunately, because I have to make money to pay my bills. Because I can't work on anything if I can't pay my bills, because I'll have to sell my house and everything else. And I'm trying to avoid doing that. So anyway. Moving on. Makes sense. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but I really do want to get an update out soon. Delver's Pass was like 80% done when we launched it because we knew we were going to do another update. But then things just kind of slowed down, and so we haven't really got back to it yet. And because of that, it's just kind of empty, and it's missing some content that I really want to put in. Especially like there's like a main, not like a main storyline, but there's like a kind of like a main quest line that goes on through there. That is definitely missing, and it's fun, and it's cool. So I really want to put it in or make sure it's in there. So I'm working on that slowly but surely. So that'll be coming out. I don't know when. I can't give a date right now because my priorities are kind of everywhere. I also realized I was trying to start up this mentorship thing. I really liked the idea of it, and I had this whole thing planned out, and I was working on a Ko-fi page for it, and I set up a new private Discord for it and all this stuff. I put in like 3 hours of work on it to like set it all up. And I was going to start taking... Why, camera? Why? Okay, so this might be a problem with OBS. Where OBS just doesn't, like the camera doesn't recognize it as plugged in or being used or something, so it just randomly turns off. I don't know. That's the second time it's happened. So annoying. Anyway, yeah, so don't sell a kidney on the black market. We love you too much for that. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that. I will save my kidneys for when someone needs one. Yeah, anyway, yeah, so what was I just saying? Totally lost my train of thought. I lost it. I don't know where I was at. What were we working on? Mentorship sessions. Got it. No, I'm actually canceling it. Starcat. I've decided that I don't have, like, the problem is I was offering the highest tier at $100 a month, which seems like a lot, and I was like already like thinking maybe I should go lower because it's a lot of money every month, and I think a lot of indie devs who like need this probably can't afford that. But then I started calculating how much, like how many like monthly or weekly meetings I'd be doing if I had enough members to actually pay my bills. and it's way more time than I want to spend talking to people about their games. I love the idea of it, and I was planning on having like 4 or 5 mentor or mentees, and that was it. But that's the problem with that, is that that's like $500 a month, which I'd rather just be working on like Arcane Toy Box assets at that point to make that kind of money, you know? And like that has more longevity to it. The problem with the mentorship thing is like it requires time, like it requires specific time input to do. It's like going to a job, right? I only get paid when I have those meetings or we have people in the month, like the monthly tier thing. So the only way it makes sense is for like the lower tiers that don't require me to really invest time. It's just like getting access to a Discord, and like I just don't think anyone's going to pay for access to a Discord if they're not getting something additional out of it. So I just think like the $5 tier to get into the Discord was just going to be like a flop. I don't think anyone was going to sign up for that. I think the only way that's going to happen is if we like really like cranked out like tons of like marketing and stuff, and like really like pushed a lot of quality in the Discord and like put a lot of cool events and stuff in there. I don't know. And I just don't think that even that was going to happen. Like no one's going to pay $5 a month for a Discord right now. Like you can go to any Discord. Like there's hundreds of game dev Discords out there you can go to and join. Like every creator has their own Discord you can go to and get the same sort of like feedback or whatever, and ask the same questions and get the same results. So yeah, I just don't think that's going to work. So the only way this was going to work is if I literally would have needed like 50 mentees to make enough money to pay my bills every month, you know? And so it's just not worth it. I don't want to do 50 meetings a week. Like that's so many people, and I don't have the effort or the energy to do that. So yeah, I've just decided it's not worth doing. I'm going to cancel it. My meeting with you is more of a business upstart one-off, but it saved me many hours of searching for your experience. Yeah, and I'm happy about that, and I don't mind doing one-off things when people like reach out and they're like, hey, I want to do this, whatever. And I love the idea of doing the mentorship thing. I really do. I love the idea of being like an accountability buddy with someone, and like meeting up and like getting to know their game and like giving advice on like what I think they should do and like how they should market it, or how they should like what platforms they should sell on, or like development advice and stuff like that. I really love that. I want to do that, but I just can't justify the time it takes. Not unless I was charging like $300 a month, and I can't justify that. You probably could have done group meetings and then the one-to-ones be much more, but it's probably not worth your time still. Yeah, I think it would be if I like I said, if I charge like $300 or $400 a month, then sure, I could only have like a handful of people in there and they could do like the one-on-one time. But I like, unfortunately, I just don't think I'm worth that much, you know? Like I'm not, my expertise is not valuable enough. Like I'm not a AAA dev who's like worked on or like designed, you know, like The Last of Us, you know. I'm just some dude who made an indie game and happened to sell it and make money. So I just don't think my expertise is worth hundreds of dollars a month for weekly meetings. A lot of bang outside. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not worth it. I'd rather just invest my time in some other things. Because like right now I have another side gig that I just kind of agreed to and I haven't really started yet. I've just kind of been doing some research on it before I start. Which should only take a couple weeks, hopefully, and I'll get paid and maybe move on. I don't know. Or maybe we'll go on with something else or expand on it. I don't know. And there's decent money there, so that'll be nice. But it sounds like it might be just a one-off thing. Then I have Ryu's thing I'm doing, which is slowing down a lot and might be ending here soon. We don't know yet. And then I have Arcane Toy Box. I have Seeking Adventure. I have Swords and Magic. And I have YouTube. So I have 6 different things going on. That like 6 different projects I'm basically working on, and that's just a lot. So the mentorship thing just adds the 7th, and it's just too much for me to handle right now. I actually want to start cutting things out and start really focusing in on a couple things instead. We were like, all my eggs were in the Swords and Magic basket for a long time, and that just wasn't panning out, and I decided I need to put my eggs in other baskets, so I started Arcane Toy Box. And that one sort of is working, but it's one of those things where I know that if I just keep pumping out assets and putting more stuff up like every week or whatever, then that will start taking off and I'll start being able to pay my bills like that, or most of them anyway. And that's the plan, is I want to get assets selling. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that by the time I actually get that built up enough, then AIR is going to take off to the point where people don't pay for assets anymore. And everyone's just going to be generating them, and it'll just be a waste of my time. But it's okay. I'm also kind of rooting for like people being like, yeah, we don't want AI generated games, so get this garbage out of here. Like, so people will be buying assets again. We'll see what happens. add season passes to Swords and Magic. You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually really like the season pass in the finals. I think they do it a really they make it work in a really cool way, where you buy points, but then throughout the season pass you get points back, and you get enough points that you can buy the next season pass. So like every few months when the new season comes around, you can basically just use the points from the last one to buy the next one, and then you get a bunch of cool bonus stuff. The problem with season passes, and I'm like, I wouldn't be opposed to doing it for Swords of Magic if I was like actively developing the game again full time, and that's all I was doing. Then I could justify a season pass because I could, like, every update I could just add in extra stuff for the season pass. The problem with it now is that I don't want to keep developing Swords of Magic as a live service game forever. You know, I honestly don't even want to work on it right now, to be honest with you. Like, I'm really burnt out on it, and I still am. It's been a while since I've worked on it like full time. I want to work on other things. I want to finish Seeking Adventure. I want to start up a new big game project that I've been really thinking about a lot. I want to make other games and other projects and do other things. And like, I don't want to invest all my time in Swords of Magic. So because of that, there's no way I'm investing or locking myself into like monthly seasonal content or whatever that I have to be like pumping out. So not really worth it. Not worth it, in my opinion. I don't know. Even if it made, you know, $10,000 a month, I still don't know if I'd want to be locked into working on Swords Magic every day, every month. So, no, yeah, I agree. I know you were just trolling. But no, and like there's money in it, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think season passes are bad. I think that the only problem with season passes, I think in general, like, I think that they're kind of they might have a bit of a stigma around them, but I think the biggest problem with them is that they're designed to keep you playing the same game, which prevents you from jumping around and trying new games. And that's only really problematic for people who make and sell games, right? Like, I don't want people to like get locked into playing Call of Duty and that's all they ever play, you know? Like, that's not good for the game industry at all. It's good for Call of Duty, and that's literally it. So the more we do these like live service, DLC, in-app purchases, microtransactions, whatever, all these things, the more we're just pulling people in and like locking them into like these live service games, and like they're stuck in these games. And it's especially frustrating when like the games are like not MMOs. Like, I think it's one thing if you have like a living, breathing like MMO world where you have like tons of content to do and like hundreds of players online at the same time. I think it's understandable. But a game like Call of Duty or whatever, where it's like you're just playing like some multiplayer matches and even the finals, like, I just don't feel like, I don't know, I don't feel like we should be trying to like convince people to keep playing the same game over and over again and that's it, and not move anywhere else, you know? And especially with FOMO and stuff. Like, season passes where they're adding content I can get back to on my time. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know. I can't think of it. I don't know any games that do that. Helldivers 2 does well with that. Also, Dwarven Space Miner, guys. Are you talking about, no, I lost the name of it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about though. Yeah, I've never played a game with a season pass that like gives you content like that. Because the point of a season pass is like the FOMO, right? Like, you have to pay for it then, and you only have a certain amount of time to unlock it. You have to like pay for it, and then you have to play the game long enough to unlock those things, and then you have them permanently. So it'd be weird for me. It seemed weird to me to like pay for the season pass. Okay, no, I guess it would make sense if you paid for the season pass, you got some cool cosmetics, and once you pay for the season pass, you got access to new content during that season. I guess that makes sense. I guess it would make more sense and be more kind to the consumer if they had permanent access to that content. But I don't know how that would work in Swords of Magic. But Helldivers 2 does well with that. You buy them, you earn the rewards on your own schedule. Interesting. Even if it takes you 3 years. I forgot this is what we're doing. We're just going to add an attach to actor thing here, and then we're going to do snap to actor to attach. And then we'll also do that here. This will be a Boolean. Oh. Let's actually not do this. Let's just make a custom event. This call an editor, compile. If not valid, we're gonna do a print string. Okay, and then we'll do set actor location, get actor location, and then we want to it is 1:30, my stomach is growling, and I'm ready to go get some lunch. So we might finish this up, and then I might take off, even though it's been kind of a shorter stream. Oh, and I have no way of knowing how long I've been live for, because I don't have... Oh yeah, I do. 2 hours. That's not bad, I guess. My stomach is growling, though. Attach actor to actor. Attach self to parent actor. We're gonna do keep world, keep world, keep world. Okay. Now I should be able to go here and then go, if I click snap to attach actor, I'm not getting errors, but that's probably just to be expected. Maybe I need to do this in construction script or something. No, I don't know. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It doesn't really need to run an error. We attach to this actor here, and then we snap it. Oh, why is it doing that? Oh, because I need to zero out the... Oh, it's snapping relative. Probably... Oh, I did keep relative. Let's just do snap to target and then keep world. Okay, so let's take this off. Move it over here. There we go. Did not attach. I guess just because I'm running this in editor does not mean it permanently attaches it. I guess we'll just run this at the beginning anyway. Do set play rate, and then we'll do what's it called? Attach. Oh, but when we probably don't want to do that. So let's do this instead. With that. It's still not moving with it. Why? It should be attaching. I really don't think that's gonna make a difference, but we're gonna try it, I guess. So I move this over here, have that attached still. Doesn't matter if I click that. Are you making this project reusable for Seeking Adventure 2, 3, and 4? What? Hold on, let me back up. I missed a bunch of stuff from Jinmu, sorry. The FOMO battle passes do focus on making you play as much as possible. Yeah, to be fair, as a proud owner of Swords and Magic stuff, I'm happy with what I have. I understood when I bought it. I was buying it at the state it was in when I bought it. To be fair, if you capped it off, added an endgame and lowered the scope, and then later when you get a burst of inspiration, you add more to it with DLC, I'd be fine with that. Yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's basically the plan. It's just to, I know how to wrap it up. I know the last like bit that needs to be in the game to call it 1.0 and call it finished. It's just unfortunately that even that little bit is going to take like months and months of work to do. And I'm just kind of dreading doing it, to be honest with you. But one of these days I'm going to get back to it and we're just going to focus in and we're going to knock it out. Just going to turn it out and just work every day on it, 8 hours a day, and we're just going to knock it out. And then it'll be finished. And I actually think we're going to get a really big burst in sales when it actually finishes too. I think a lot of people are going to come out of the woodwork and play the finished version, and a lot of people are going to like come back to it and do like YouTube series and stuff and like start new characters and stream it and everything. So I really do think we're going to see a big boost in sales when that happens. It won't be anything like our launch, but you know, if it's like 10% of our launch, then that would be huge. So I'd be fine with that. I don't know about everyone else, but I just wanted to say that we are all behind you, man. Don't feel bad for my sake. I knew what I was getting into when I grabbed it, and I'm satisfied with that. Yeah, so the thing is, the reason like I don't feel too guilty about it is because when we started the game, the scope was so much smaller than it grew to be even a year into early access, right? Like when we launched the game, the scope was like, I mean, okay, we did have a large scope. We had a lot of zones we wanted in, but the thing is, we didn't have plans for like companions. We didn't have plans for like a bunch of like, I don't know. We didn't have plans for like a whole new spell system. We didn't have plans for like a new combat system. We didn't have plans for like, there's just like tons of features. Hundreds of quests in that we never had plans for, a ton of content in every zone. Like Azure was never supposed to be that packed full of content. It was supposed to be a starter zone with like 10 quests that you ran around and did, and then you left the zone, and that was it. Like each zone was supposed to be like 10 hours of content tops. Like that was it. Like I mean, talk like 10 hours of like building your house, deck collecting everything, like doing everything like that. Like that was like the most amount of content there's supposed to be. And now people can play for like hundreds of hours, and I don't know where they're getting all this content from. Like there's hundreds of hours of stuff to do in the game, even if it's just like building and decorating your house, I guess, and like looking for hidden objects and stuff and like buying all the stuff from shops. But like it was never like intended to be that. Like we never had plans for like this massive huge open world. It was a big open world and there were supposed to be a lot of zones, but the zones were supposed to be about a quarter of the size that they became originally. And so because of that, I don't really feel that bad, because I think people got way more than they were promised. They just didn't get the same zones they were promised. They just got much bigger, much more densely packed zones from the ones we did. And it's just because it was so much easier just to keep adding content to existing zones than it was to create all new content in the new zones and stuff. And we were just kind of waiting. I don't know. We just had a lot of bottlenecks that we were trying to fit. So a lot of people who had extra time to do stuff were just adding content to old zones. I don't know. It was I learned a lot. We learned a whole lot from this project, and there's a lot of things I wish we would have fixed or changed or done differently. I don't know, but I don't know. It is what it is. This is really confusing me. I don't know why it's not following the thing now. This doesn't have it connected anymore, but it should just like automatically attach to it on its own. Maybe it doesn't exist at that time. Maybe it just needs to like a short delay on it or something, or maybe this actually should probably go. Dog's barking at a bird, I believe. Let's try that. Maybe that just doesn't exist yet, therefore it can't attach to it. Nope. I'm not getting an error either, so I guess if it didn't exist yet, then it wouldn't have given me an error when it should exist from the get-go. So that's not the issue. So why is it not working then? Attach self to parent actor. Keep world, keep world, keep world. Like, this should just work. I don't know why it's not attaching. I mean, like, it should be, like, set to movable and everything. It was working previously when I was attaching it the other way around. If I attach it here, still not working. What?
Sorry for the barking.
You.
Crow.
Oh.
Would you like to
Sure, I'm actually gonna end actually in just a second. I'm just trying to fix the bug.
Another?
Sure. Well, I don't know what to do. I don't know why it's not working now. It kind of sucks because it was just working a second ago. Like, really well. What did I do wrong? Love the 2D art, thanks. Well, how did I get here? Good question. Is the game 2D now? Oh, we're making something different, Maker. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to YouTube chat, but my chat app that I use usually shows both, and today it's not working. I don't know why, so it's being dumb. I just switched my whole setup. Everything is different. I have a different background now. We've moved my desk around. I've switched from Streamlabs to OBS. So everything's like different, and I'm just trying to iron out the kinks. I don't get it. Like, this is definitely being called. It should just be attaching the actor. I don't know what's going on. really don't get it. Like, I'm not setting the location of this thing at all, right? Only setting location to cam anchor. So this thing should just be snapping and moving one location and then just sitting there. I don't get it. You know what? I think I know what's wrong. I think it's attaching when I attach this, I'm attaching the actor to the move point component. That's the problem. I don't know why it wasn't working though, because I just set that up to, I don't know, whatever. So this isn't gonna work. I can't attach this in here. I'm guessing that's why the thing was being broken or was not working. Because it was trying to, it was attaching it to the actor. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to move it to where I want it basically, which is fine. We'll just have to move it in position over, and then this will automatically do it. So now it should just work. That was the problem. Okay, we figured it out. Problem solved. The only other thing I'd like to do, no, it's fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. It would be kind of cool if we could set the cutscene bars to not, and we can. Like the cutscene bars happen as soon as the cutscene starts, but then they stop and they go out as soon as we fade back. And I want to kind of wait till we actually get back to our location, which means we could just do, instead of ending the cutscene here, we just do it down here. Any cool videos of the game that I can watch? Yeah, I do have a Steam page. I can show the, I can actually show some gameplay if you'd like. Ooh, I get a full one too. Yummy. Jana made me an Italian soda. It's vanilla. And without a green screen, you guys can actually see what I'm drinking now, and it doesn't like, not everything is invisible. It's delicious. Ever notice how the blueprint editor has the same background as Twine? I've never used Twine. Cool. It's working perfect. Okay, let's go to the title screen really quick and I'll show you some gameplay and then we're gonna call it a day. Yeah, sorry. So this is a game called Seeking Adventure. Let's pause our music, which is very somber. So this is Seeking Adventure. It is a point and click, search and find, hidden object RPG, I guess. If you've ever played Hidden Folks, it's kind of in the same realm as Hidden Folks. So we'll click on a new game here. Let's go full screen. So this is the overworld map, which you can pan around and see all the levels that are available. There's a demo out right now. You can actually play it. It only has these first 4 levels, though we're going to be adding this 5th level to the demo very soon. Technically 6 levels to the demo because there's a secret level too. When you hover over these, it'll show you things you've discovered in the maps, This one I haven't discovered anything yet. These ones I can't go to yet because I need to unlock them. I need some gems so we can go. Sorry, my stomach's growling. So we need to go into the levels to find gems. So these little guys, this guy, basically how this works is it's like a combat roll. So I'm rolling a d4 if I click on my gear here. He has a little combat icon, little sword icon, meaning that I need to do 3, or I need to roll a 3 or higher to defeat him. He has 1 heart, so I don't have to hit him 1 time. And I can roll a d4, so I roll a 1 to 4. So if I click that, I have a chance. I failed, so I took some damage. Not a big deal. This guy has a quest for me, so if I give him 2 apples, he'll give me something. I don't know what it is. So if I want to find some apples, I can click on some trees. An apple is one of our search or goal objects up here on the top. So because we found an apple, oh, you can't see that very well. Hang on. I don't know if this is gonna work. It should. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go. Oh wait, this is. Hold on. This is like. One sec. There we go. I'm gonna go up here in this corner. Okay, sorry. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, so now you can actually see there's I took damage down here. I picked up an apple. It's one of my goal items that I'm looking for to get gems. These are your quest, your goals, whatever, for the level. So now I'm looking for a club and a key. Obviously, I need a key to get this. To get in that chest too. There's a second apple I needed. I can open my inventory and see what I have. I have 2 apples. I can technically eat one of these apples, which does cause a bit of a problem in this level. No, I'm good. Because it's a tutorial level, and I could technically shake all the trees, get all the apples, which I have done now, and I could eat them all if I was hurt, because I kept trying to fight this guy. And then you'd start to level over to get more apples, but whatever. So we can turn this in, get a key. Cool, we now have a key object. There it is. And we can open up this chest to get the last object, the club. And that club also happened to give us, or gives us an upgrade, and it gives us a +1 on our roll. So if we equip it, now we can see we have a +1 here, and here's our +1. So if we roll a d4 now, we have a 2 to 5 instead of a 1 to 4. So now we have a much better chance of defeating this guy. There it is, our 3 +1, and we got a coin. And that's it. Now we'll go back to the next level. So levels get increasingly more complex as you keep going. More things to find. More quests to turn in. This guy gives me some potions. Can shake some wheat here. Find some wheat. This guy wants a bone. I don't know where I get a bone from yet. That guy wants flowers. So this is like a combat challenge, but it's actually like a skill challenge. This is just a charisma challenge. So I don't have anything for charisma right now, so I'm just rolling a 1 to 4. So I could technically do it. I had a 50-50 shot of doing it basically if I wanted to try. These guys take a craftsmanship challenge, so I can, again, 50-50 shot. Let's get some milk. How do I get milk? He wants wheat. Cool. There's the bone I needed for the dog. That's one of our rewards there. Oh, message in a bottle. That's one of them too. And now I need the glove. I'm cheating. I know where all the things are. That gave me a new equipment. Oops. So I can equip that. And there's my charisma +1. So now I can do this easier. I failed anyway. Nothing happens if you get to 0 hearts. You just cannot do any more actions. That's it. So if I have 0 hearts, I just can't. I can do quests and things like that and still search things. I just can't attempt challenges. All right, I've done everything except shear these sheep. I'm gonna wait to shoot the sheep because I need some carrots, get my health back. I'm ready to go to the next level. So this is the game, basically. And it just gets more and more complex as you keep going. It also, like, we're kind of taking inspiration from Hidden Folks, so, like, as you get to a new, like, this kind of zone area, or, like, into a new biome, sort of, in the map, those levels start small, they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you get to the next biome and it starts small again, kind of. Not super small, but pretty small. So it's never going to get, like, massive. Like, you're never going to have, like, you know, a gigantic level, but you are going to be pretty large levels. Like, you will be panning around for quite a while to find things. That guy wants 3 milk. Need more wheat. I don't know if I got enough wheat to get all the milk I need. I think I need 9 wheat. Oh, perfect. Wait, who wanted milk? Cool. There's a pitchfork. I can equip that, and I can equip this glove. So the pitchfork was an upgrade for my thing, but it gives me +1 move speed or whatever, but it also upgrades my combat to a D6. So now I'm rolling a D6 instead of a D4. Which is cool. Love all the cute animals. If you spam them, they make noise quite often. In the demo, each time I clicked one, I literally said boop. Yeah. Oh, dang, that is cool. If you ever want feedback or have issues, I'm a senior game designer on Prominent Live Service Games. Join your Discord. Cool. Thanks, Turbo. Yeah, so I actually have another game out on Steam in early access. It's called Swords and Magic and stuff. You can probably find it down below. There's links all over in the Twitch description stuff, about page or whatever. Yeah, you can check there if you want more information about that game. It's a much, much, much larger game. It's an open world online multiplayer RPG. It's kind of on hold right now. I mean, still working on it, but it's just kind of, it's sort of on hold right now because it's just not making as much money as it used to, and I need to make money doing other things now. But I'm a full-time dev, so I do this for a living. Anyway, but yeah, this is the game. I need some eggies. Cool. Also, I do get some random Z fighting, which I'd like to fix. I need that wool that I got, or that I could have got from the last level that I didn't get. I got lucky there. So there's one issue I keep running into. I keep coming back to it, I'm not sure how to fix yet. I upgraded my weapon, but the problem is I have a +0 now. I got really lucky. I only took 1 damage that time, that was crazy. But I have a +0. I need to spawn those at different Y coordinates. That's why they're acting stupid. Maybe I'll just have to go add some randomness to that. I'm also getting this weird thing where sometimes when objects drop, I hover over them, only when quest objects, I think. They like turn sideways, and I can't figure out why that's happening. So anyway, oh, it's steak. I need to fight one of these guys. But yeah, so I roll a 1 to 6 with like a D4 with a +1 means I'm rolling a 2 to 5, and a D6 means I'm rolling a 1 to 6, which means I'd much rather roll a 2 to 5. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's the same, and statistics just, my brain doesn't work with them. And there's the steak. We did it. Cool. Anyway, that's the game. This is the new level that isn't in. Oh, that's interesting. Why did that take a second to change. Hopefully that's just an editor thing. Anyway, this is a new level that's in the that will be in the demo soon. It has these new herbs, some new logs, which are cool, and mushrooms. It's the first of the forest levels, so we're introducing all the cool forest things. Anyway. Yeah, that's the game. I'm gonna go to lunch. You guys are the best. Also, this game has no text. I don't know if you noticed that. That's like a big goal that we were aiming for, which is 0 text in the game at all. So we have to teach players how to play the game without telling them anything. And it's a lot of work. But I love it, and it's a good challenge, and it's teaching me a lot about UI design and UX, and just a lot of like how to teach players how to play games without having to like give them a block of text, which is a big deal to me. Not that we do that in Swords of Magic either. I think we do a really good job in Swords of Magic teaching players how to play the games with just little pop-up things that jump up on you. But anyway, yeah, let's get out of here. Do we have enough viewers right now to justify a raid, or should we just call it? If we go to Dev Scene, I can see how many viewers we have. 29. If there's someone cool live right now that I want to raid, we'll do it. Nah, let's just end. All right, guys. You guys are great. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Let's see if the stream ending things works. There should be credits automatically rolling, but I don't know if that's going to work in here. Looks like it's not working. That sucks. That's okay. I don't need to roll credits. Nothing really happened in the stream. I don't think we got any subs or anything, so. Anyway, you guys have a good rest of your week, and I will see you on Thursday when I'm streaming again. Hopefully I'll have some more of these kinks ironed out for stream. And yeah, talk to you then. Bye.